Hey everybody, it's Rob here. In just a few hours there will be a new Diablo patch coming here, May 28th. We have all the patch notes here and there are a lot of things to get still into and a lot of information about Bash and about other things that people still get wrong and ask me every day on stream. So I want to clarify here. There is this full patch notes, and first things first, there was one mistake in the patch notes that has been clarified by Adam Fletcher here on X. The Bash Barb is not getting a nerf. Contrary to what some websites might say or some videos, it's all outdated. There is multiple confirmations here. And from the source directly himself, Adam Fletcher, it was a tooltip issue and it is not getting nerfed. Bash is staying multiplicative and staying one of the strongest builds in the game. There's also multiple confirmations about this on the forum, so this is not happening. Bash is staying, and overall this patch is pretty cool. The first big thing that you need to know, if you have Masterworking still to do, you want to wait until the patch hits later today and save your materials. Like I've been seeing some people here from the community stacking up on these materials. There is Optoxide, Ingolith and Nethium. And you want to keep these materials, and you also want to keep your gold because they are significantly reducing the costs it takes to upgrade those items. So they are going down to divided by 4 here on the highest ranks, from 10 million gold down to 2.5. I have not done so crazy farming myself yet, but you want to wait with these materials and only, finish your last items on the patch because it's going to be much cheaper for you. You're going to save a lot. The next big change next to the materials. So Bash is not getting nerfed. Save your materials and your gold until the patch hits. The next big thing is there's going to be a stat that is armor cap now is going to have a hovering effect. So the armor cap is 9,230, but I also keep getting that question, what is the armor cap? You see here I pretty much exactly have the armor cap. I'm missing it by 2 armor, but that's the same as 85% damage reduction. And there is going to be a tooltip here that says 9,230 is the armor cap, and that's what you want to hit. The next thing here is pretty big as well. They are buffing the drop chance of scattered prisms. This is a huge win. You might have seen this resource is extremely rare, and they are buffing this. So right now I have quite a few, 39. You can get these in Helltides, in Legion events, and also from the world bosses. But at the moment they only drop 1. And with the patch that hits here in a couple of hours, you will get 3 prisms per world boss. So this is gonna be insane. It's gonna help you a lot, 30% higher drop chance and 3 scattered prisms per world boss. So if you wanna socket your items, it's gonna be a hell of a lot easier after today. The patch is usually hitting around 7 PM Europe time, and this will be about noon EST. So this is going to happen here very, very soon. And the Butcher will also drop a scattered prism on defeat. And one big thing is that also is finally getting fixed is the Resplendent Spark. So for those of you who don't know, this is this resources here. So you're getting huge buffs this patch. There's this resource here, Resplendent Spark. This is what you need for crafting the Uber Uniques. So I'll show you right here. There is the Uber Unique crafter. It's the Alchemist here in Kyovashad all the way down here. You go here and you select here. And when you have enough materials, you can craft any Uber Unique of your choice. And yes, these Uber Uniques can roll a greater affix. In fact, I got this Shaco here with 23. And you can craft them with a greater affix. A friend of mine has gotten a 4 out of 4 Shaco out of this one. Completely crazy. And you can get these sparks guaranteed from Lilith now. So you need to kill Lilith once in the season and you're guaranteed to get the spark. If you've already killed her and not gotten the spark, you will also retroactively get the spark here in a few hours. So you can craft your Ubernique. So you can get 1 spark from the Iron Wolf questline, the season questline. You can get 1 spark from completing a Tormented Uber boss, and you get 1 spark from killing Lilith in a few hours, and you can get a 4th spark to craft an Uber Unique if you are leveling a 2nd character. I'm gonna have that video linked in the description. You just do the Iron Wolf questline. It's repeatable. You can do it on many different characters, and you get a Resplendent Spark every time confirmed. I've already gotten, I think, 3 from leveling 3 characters. I'm still missing the one here from Lilith. And this is just a huge W to get any Uber Unique of your choice. It works, and you should definitely look into doing that. There's also some more minor things here that are happening. For example, the Sorcerer is gonna get some buff. I think there's like a little smaller, it's the Enchant Charged Bolt. So this is like a bit more minor things. In general, at the moment, guys, if you're looking at certain pit tier lists that I made and you kind of like check and stay up to date to the meta, there is a lot of discrepancy between the classes, and some classes are overperforming, such as the Necromancer, the Rogue, and the Barb, and some classes like the Druid and the Sorcerer are underperforming. So they are at least starting to buff the Sorcerer here a little bit. I'm also hoping that we're gonna get a couple of buffs, you know, to the Druid here in the mid-season patch. We need some help for these classes because they are like 10 tiers behind in the pit. So there is a couple of good things here for the Sorcerer. They're getting slightly buffs here. There's been a lot of bug fixes in the patch as well. But in general, I'm hoping to see more bug fixes. And a very controversial topic in the community right now is the Holy Bolt Elixir, or like many people call it, the Holy Bug Elixir. This is double dipping multipliers. And it's basically the seasonal theme that allows these crazy clears here to commence. There is a Necromancer clear in the 141 now. And just in general, some pretty insane clears here. And this is mainly revolving...
There is a Necromancer 100...
Yeah, 141. This is mainly revolving around the Holy Bolt Elixir with the minions having insane scaling. This is the highest tier right now. He's pushing in the 142s. And this is mainly possible due to this Holy Bolt Elixir. And they have hinted, I think it was also Adam Fletcher on X here. So this is the Bashbat mod getting nerfed again. And I think he replied somewhere. I'm not quite sure where it was. But he replied to a post that they are looking, or the team is looking, I can't find it right now. But the team is looking at the Holy Bolt Elixir. And maybe they will change something on this here soon. We don't know for sure, but they're definitely like open to the idea to look at it. Okay, here it is. Here. So Adam Fletcher's guy here says, can you all fix the bugged Holy Bolt doing crazy damage? Also, world boss need 100x more HP. And Adam Fletcher confirmed here a couple of days ago, they are indeed having talks within the team about this elixir. So I like this post, and I'm obviously not a fan of nerfs, but in general, I'm also not a fan of you playing an elixir rather than your character build, right? Like this elixir is basically becoming so strong that your character build almost does not matter. Like this Necromancer, it's playing with pets, and his own damage almost does not matter. And basically, all the damage is coming from the seasonal theme, this environmental Holy Bolt Elixir, that is basically not your character. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. They did this in Diablo 3 back in the days. Many of you might know. There's been seasons about snowballs and about angels or lightning coming from the sky, and like these kind of environmental themes. And I never really liked that. I'm more of a fan of seasonal mechanics that buff your character, like the vampiric powers, for example, did. And not about these like environmental themes here where you're just shooting out bolts that hit for billions and trillions of damage. But yeah, a lot of people like it. I'm personally like not the biggest fan, so I would like this to at least be tuned a little bit. Like I know like some people even like are very against even using this elixir of Holy Bolt in any like push scenario or something, but it is a part of the game, guys. So I'm definitely going to continue using it. But you know, it's very powerful, and I think it needs a bit of a bug adjustment in my opinion. But let me know in the comments what you think of that. Like this bug fix, however, is not in here at the moment, but as you guys have seen, like the team over at Diablo 4 is talking about it. And yeah, then there is a couple of more bug fixes here in the patch notes. I think nothing too concerned. Maybe one more thing to point out. There is currently a weird Helltide interaction going on where you can have a permanent progression meter. It looks like they're also changing this one. This one was already reported on the PTR. It's still in the game, and it looks like they're going to change this soon. And yeah, just a lot of more like bug fixes here for all kinds of things. And there is one more very interesting note here I kind of forgot to talk about, but we're going to talk about it now. And it says fixed an issue where the cooldown reduction granted by tempering affixes was way less for the high tier recipes. And there's a couple of interesting ones here. There is the Frost Cage for the Frozen Nova builds, but there's also the Barbarian strategy one. And as you fellow Barbarians enjoyers here in my channel might know, Barbarian strategy is actually the one that we are using on almost all of our gear. And this is, if I go click on tempering, Barbarian strategy. So that's the one where Challenging Shout cooldown is reduced. Challenging Shout is your big toughness multiplier. You basically play it in all the pushing builds. And it says here that it's currently not reducing the cooldown accurately. So they fixed an issue where the recipe granted less cooldown reduction than the higher tier recipes. So there is a good chance, guys, that the Barbarian is going to get another buff where your Challenging Shout now has higher cooldown reduction. So you see, you only have 8% here. I'm not sure if it's giving 8% or if the number goes up or what exactly this means here in the patch. I'll probably make an updated video after testing this out here later tonight or this evening. But it looks like it's actually gonna help us here. And there's a couple of more buffs here in the patch for various tempering recipe where the cooldown reduction was not working properly. Yeah, Barb needs more buffs for sure. So more Challenging Shout uptime. And I was able to confirm, guys, we did a test. I'm gonna put the clip in the description. It's a CC duration. And this one is confirmed crowd control duration is underrated stat on Barbarian. And this is basically increasing the uptime of your Challenging Shout. So if you are using Challenging Shout for damage reduction, you guys can see here the base duration is 7.4 seconds. But if you have crowd control duration temper, you're hitting an enemy, this 7.4 seconds is multiplied with your crowd control duration. So let's say you only have crowd control duration on one piece. I usually have it on more pieces. I have it here on the boots as well. So I have 50% crowd control. Base Challenging Shout is 7.4, and then you're getting this times 1.5. So your Challenging Shout actually lasts for 11 seconds, and you can test this yourself on the target dummy. Just shout at the dummy with crowd control duration, and you can see that your damage reduction stays for longer. I'm going to put the clip in the description. So crowd control duration now combined with the now fixed cooldown reduction from your Barbarian strategy will probably grant you 100% uptime on your Challenging Shout. And that's just gonna be insane if you still are trying to figure out toughness on your Barb. So Challenging Shout cooldown plus crowd control duration. Insane. But yeah, the Barbs are already rocking here like pretty good. Like we have, I don't know, like if we buff ourselves, we have like here 184k life. And then if we use the Challenging Shout, and I'll show this to you real quick. So I'm just gonna take these 2 points because I don't have them right now. And I'll prove this to you real quick that this is in fact happening. And it's gonna be insane. It's literally gonna be insanely good. I don't have a Bold Chieftain right now because I'm in my boss killer build, but with Bold Chieftain, you already have perma Challenging Shout. So you guys can see here, we can go multiple dummies. And so it's supposed to last for 7 seconds, right? And we have this damage reduction and we can like just count. So I have 1, 2 items with crowd control duration. So you can see my damage reduction here right now is, there it is, 20%. I press Challenging Shout and then we count. 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, 11 seconds. You see it lasts for 11 seconds. And when I don't have these, see I take them off. No crowd control duration now. And now it's only gonna last for 7. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's gone. I see, and we equip it again. And now, big shocker, it lasts for 11 again. So it's a fucking insane. Like, it's really fucking strong. And with the strategy being fixed, guys, you can reduce the cooldown of Challenging Shout, so you have permanent Challenging Shout, most likely. And that's going to be a very good tool for the Barbarian to have in its arsenal. once this thing is fixed. So the patch is looking like a huge W now. Again, Bash Barbarian is confirmed to stay. No nerfs happening. Also, hopefully and probably not in the future with that. And it's a huge W patch, guys. Save your materials, get your scattered prisms, and enjoy the season, my friends. It's amazing. Hope you enjoyed this overview. Patch is hitting in a few hours again, 7 p.m. CET, noon for the US. I'll see you soon. GG. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.